Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice move. Still Tavon Austin. He's going to go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 104 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, it's gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go.
They are going for it. Goff. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Now a first down throw. Gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story all night.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This is Brown on the carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
76! 76! Tiger! 5. Super one!
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Buying time. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 14.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're running with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Dallas getting the ball again here on offense, and the Cowboys haven't been able to build a ton of momentum if you look at their 2018 season as a whole, Charles. In fact, the first 7 weeks before the bye earlier in the year, it was kind of like flipping a coin. It was loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. So I don't know what you make of this team.
You would actually expect that coin to come up heads 2 times in a row or tails 2 times in a row, wouldn't you? I think that we'll see the second half belong to Ezekiel Elliott, because the move to get Amari Cooper out wide should open things up a little bit more, and he's such an impact player, and that's how they play best. Him leading, running the football, and establishing the line of scrimmage. And also working in their favor, there's absolutely no one running away with the NFC East.
Yeah, Redskins and Eagles, they're in the mix obviously at the top, but you're right, just above 500. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Yeah, baby.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's coming now.
A first down carry by Elliott. Space to run past the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried him down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all, because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down.
Switch. Hey. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're going to have to throw it in order to try and score. And the throw left sideline here is caught. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 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 Got an open man You're likely going to have to.
26.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And an alley to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. On a crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air again. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
180. 2 up. Hey, lift. 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 Hey, 5. Orange.
The final shot before break here. Goff. Airing it out deep for Wood. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the Rams getting set to go now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. By 20. Maverick.
Again, they run with Gurley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big run there by Gurley. 54 yards. So Gurley gashes the defense. And a lot of people say, do you take running backs early first round? Do you want them that high? Surely you're happy you took Todd Gurley that early.
Without a doubt, Dr. Seuss. I love the way that got done by you. But even better, it's fun to watch Todd Gurley run the football. He is electrifying.
I want you to know that I did not mean to do that, by the way.
Go, 12, go.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good head of steam going.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Louis.
On 3rd down, that's Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On the move to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Looking to throw, Prescott, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So no real weather issues, anything of that nature to speak of, but that's now 2 missed field goals here so far.
And not to use this as an excuse, but I will say it is a little bit different kicking outdoors than it is in a dome.
Sure.
You can fall in love with perfect footing, no breeze whatsoever. I doubt that had too big of an impact, but you never know.
Here's Gurley, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. To throw on second down is gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Back now in Los Angeles. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. 76. 76. Orange, orange, orange. Starting left here.
Goff now looking to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. Pharaoh Cooper, 65 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
That one goes for 24 yards. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown is imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time.
Here we go, 46. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Flushed out right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Go, son! Wait, 20!
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Cooper's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Not by 20! Hey, lift! 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 Lift!
They run. It's Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Super 1. 17. 17. 17.
Goff going to throw it. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's got this down to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Go. 180.
Now Gurley, handoff left. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Average ball. He goes to that. 180. Foul you want.
Another carry now for Gurley. Good move by Gurley. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go, sir. Here we go. You got 4. Cut. 180.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Cut. By 20. Super 66.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.